Right, truth time. Now, a lot of men will not tell women this. Only probably the ones who are honest enough. But what every man wants from a woman: to suck his dick and swallow his cum, and to be there all the time. When he's at work, probably like when you're working, that's fair enough. But when he's not at work and he's at home or he's doing something, he wants his woman somewhere. Somewhere so he knows that she's there and that she's with him. That's what a man wants. If you're cooking clean, that's a bonus. But he doesn't really give a shit about it because he does it himself. All a man is. He wants a woman there to know that she's there for him and no one else. And she makes it known that he's the only one that she wants. And that she's always there. She doesn't want to be anywhere else bar with him. That's what a man wants. And to suck his dick. I know you shouldn't say shit like that, but that's the truest, honest crap you're going to hear. So everything else a woman tries to say that a man wants, suck his dick, be there for him. Don't challenge him. Nothing. Just be there for him. Talk with him. But don't challenge him. If he makes a mistake, just be there. Support him in every way. That's what a man wants. You to be there and for him to be your Superman. That's it. That's all a woman has to do. But they come up with all these stupid things. But a man just wants his piece to be your Superman, and that's it. And you do not want anybody else. Not even think about it. Just he's the one. That's what every man wants. And if you can't do that, and if a man doesn't put up with that himself, he's an idiot. Shouldn't be going out with a woman who doesn't treat you like your Superman. That you're going to fail. Because if you're not her Superman, someone else is. And that's a fact. The harsh realities of truth. And that's the same with women who seem to have this delusion that they're hotter than they actually are. Or they're better than what actually they are. Because you can be beautiful, but if your inside soul is ugly, that'll turn a man off. You might be beautiful, but as soon as you go blah blah blah, he's like, "Oh my god, no, thank you." Men do think that way. We value our freedom and our peace. It's very, very valuable to us. If you take that away from us just because of your materialistic behavior, it's a turn off. I want this, I want that. If you don't do this, you're not getting that. It's just like, okay, bye. A lot of men put up with it and give you everything. I mean, that's why a lot of men don't bother getting into relationships. They just go see escorts and shit. If you're going to waste money, you may as well get something out of it. Because that's what basically women are now, escorts. You have to get married, you have to buy me this, you have to buy me that. Just call yourself an escort. And they go, no, I'm not. But it's not. It's you're paying money to get something. So that's just what it is. But women, if you want to keep a man, yeah, that's what you got to do. Suck his dick, swallow, and just be there. And make him your everything. And if a man doesn't appreciate that, he's a weirdo. A man who doesn't appreciate a woman who's just going to be there for him and treat him like he's everything and just be there. You're just wasting. You're just being an idiot. You're a man who's just as bad as these women who think that they're 10s out of 10s. Like, I remember watching that. What is it? That talk show, and they had that big, fat, overweight lady, and she was saying she's a 10, and she looked like that Star Wars character, the worm character, whatever he was, with the big mouth. And I'm just sitting there going, "No, lady, you're overweight. You need to go lose weight. It's not good for you." But lie to yourself. I mean, whatever tickles your fancy, but you're overweight. You're not healthy. It's bad for you. Like, they do it to smokers and everything. Oh, it's bad for you. But someone who's overweight, oh, we can't. No, it's killing them. It's as bad as a cigarette. Being overweight is as bad as having a cigarette. Like, so, you know, this might be a long video. I just wanted to put that out there. Because there is no thing I've ever heard from women ever saying anything that any man ever wants. I'll do this for you, man. It's like, are you even listening to any man when we tell you what we want? But you think you have this magic way of knowing what a man wants when we tell you what we want straight to your face, but then you want to play games. I mean, every man knows that for Chad and Tyrone, the guy that you women want, you don't wait. You don't do, oh, I want to see how things go, take it slow. You just don't do that with Chad and Tyrone. We all know that. So why do you expect men to wait? One week we know what you do with Chad and Tyrone, and Chad and Tyrone are the examples of the guys that use just go and screw at the drop of a hat. And then you want men who aren't like Chad and Tyrone to put all this effort in for you and go, well, I'm taking it slow. I've had bad experiences, but but you did it. And now you want the good guy to wait when you gave it to the bad guy. That makes no sense. You gave it up easy for the bad, but want the good to wait. How about you shouldn't ever go near the bad and be with the good at the start? And then you wouldn't have this problem. But now we've caught on to it. It's no. I'm not waiting. You did it for Chad and Tyrone, so obviously you don't like me. So this is done. I'm not waiting, taking it slow. You gave it for Chad and Tyrone. So you can keep playing your stupid games, women, but we're not stupid. And you will come up with every excuse, non-accountability argument to try and get away with it. It's done. I'm seeing all these 30 to 40-year-old, 50-year-old women go on the internet going, oh, men should do this, men should do that. No. When you were younger, you were the bike. You were the town bike. And you decided that when you got old, I wanted to change now. I don't want to be like that. I want a good man. But you just wiped away any accountability of your past. And you just thought, well, men have to do this for me. I'm like, no. If you meet a good man, you give it up as easy as you gave it to the bad man. You don't set him a higher standard because he's a good man. You need to tell him the honest truth and not lie, because then he can sit there and go, so why are you making me wait when you gave it up to them? You're making them better than the good guy. Do you understand? While you making that good guy wait, you're saying the bad guy was better because he didn't have to wait. That's the exact answer every good man is getting when they go on a date with someone like you, who sits there saying, "Well, I want, I don't want to rush it this time. Every other one is broken up and fallen." Yeah, but now you're saying that the good guy is not as good as the bad guy. Do you understand that? That's exactly what you're saying. That the good guy is not as good as the bad guy because the bad guy I gave it to easily. And you'll make every excuse to say, no, no, that's not what it means. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Every good guy knows that's exactly what it means. Every good guy can sit there and go, oh, so you gave it to the bad guy at the drop of a hat, but for the good guy, you're making me wait. Nah, no, sorry. No, never, no. Just no. That's the answer is straight out. It's just like you gave it up easy for the bad guy, but for the good guy, you want me to wait. It should be the other way around, you moron. And then you try and make excuses and everything. No, it's not happening anymore. We're telling each other, men are telling each other, you women take accountability of it. Too bad. When you're in between 20 and 30, you should be trying to find that one guy you want to be with. And when you don't find it, you expect the good guys who you've all shot down, given no shots to, told were pieces of shit, that they weren't tall enough, that their dicks weren't big enough, that they weren't rich enough, they didn't have all these boxes ticked in your lists, and now you want to come to them and say, "Oh, I'm ready for you now." Oh, you have to wait though. No, that's not happening. You women can't do that. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you get away with it. You hail men at such a standard. You're gonna have to be held to that standard as well. If men are called sleazes and that, but you don't hold sleazes at the same accountability as we hold sluts. You all chase the sleazes, the Chads and Tyrones, and trying to have them hanging out the back of you. So don't come to us and say, why are you talking about, because you chase the dirty. We don't. We want the cleanest possible. The cleaner the better. I've never been with every woman at the start of my life I wanted to be with. My whole life. Didn't want to break up or nothing. I wanted to do the right thing. Every woman broke up with me except for one. One I kicked out because she was obviously cheating on me, and I just had enough of it. Nah, you got to go. But other than that, every other girl left me. They weren't. When anything got tough and it got a bit hard, oh no, I'm leaving, and they just leave you in a mess. And I was just like, when I got older, I was just like, no, you aren't doing this anymore. If you want to play games, go. If you don't want to be here, piss off. Oh, you don't like me in the first place, go. Oh no, we'll work. No, go. If a woman doesn't like me at the start, she doesn't like me. There's no, oh, we have to wait and think. No, no, you either like me at the start or you don't. There's no 2 seconds later. You can normally know when you're attracted to someone and if it's going to work or not by the conversations and the impact of everything you see. People say, no, it takes time. It doesn't really. When you meet your friends and you know that they're your good friends, you've always got your good friends because you just have that that connection. That's what love is meant to be, that connection. And you normally can figure everything out, even if you get a bit hype. Oh, I'm sorry, I did this. You just work it out. It's not hard. Most things aren't hard, but people are selfish and ungrateful. So I don't know. I figured this out for I see the problems with men and women. It's so easy, so simple. Because men have told women that we want peace and freedom. and we don't need to be bothered, but we want you there. You know, for when we need you, like the comfort of having a woman there. You know, to show that love part. But then other than that, it's men want to be men and do things. Women want to come up with these things and want men to be doing women things. That's not what we were made for. We were meant to do man things. All these brunches and dates, and they're just stupid. They were brought in. In the old times, there was no dating a woman. The woman picked a man at the start of her life and said, "That's the mate I'm going to be with. I'm going to build a family with and live my life with." That's what it was. There wasn't no clubs and pubs and casinos and cafes and all that. So women just went and found a mate to be with. And that man done his man things. Now they've made it so women seem to have lost that connection with men. And they have. They've lost that connection with men, knowing that men are men. They have to lead. They have to be, loved. But women don't love men anymore. They don't. Women don't love men anymore. They hate us because they want to be us. But you can't. You can't be us. Be women. Be what you're meant to freaking be. I don't understand why you hate being women. And because you're trying to be men. The ways you're acting and behaving, you're trying to be men. You're not men. You can't be us. You weren't made to be us. You're meant to be loving a man and being his wife. That's what you're meant to be. A man's wife. And you hate that. You hate what you're meant to be. But it is what it is. You're meant to be a man's wife. You're not meant to be out there rooting everybody, trying to see who has the biggest dick or the most money or whatever. You're not meant to be doing that. But that's what you're doing. You're meant to be a man's wife. End of story. There is no other conclusion. That's the only solution. You're meant to be a man's wife. And because you're going around losing your bonding skills by rooting every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you can't get upset when you get older and say, "Where are all the good men?" The good men was there. But the good man was there, and we keep giving you the answers to why. The good man was there, but you sidestepped him. He wasn't tall enough, or he didn't look good enough, or his dick wasn't big enough, or his money wasn't sufficient enough. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. But the good man was there. The man that God chose for you was there, but you pushed him off. And now you're alone and asking, where are all the good men? It's so simple. God gives us all something. It's either you accept it and you be grateful for it. You know, I thought I had that with the mother of my child. She took off my child, and she went and had another kid with another man straight away. I don't have any other kids. I only got my daughter, and I didn't grow up with her or nothing. I find it very hard to get a relationship or go near women because I don't trust you. And you do the same shit. Oh, I got up at my safety. Men, 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 men. And I'm like, hang on a second. You're putting me into a whole basket of nothing I know about and accusing me of it. And you have no proof of it. You're just making false claims. And you're saying that's justifiable. It's not. It's just you being an asshole. Because you don't like the look of me. That's what it normally is about. It's not whether or not your past or what men have done to you. It's because you're not attracted. And it gets frustrating when I know you're lying to me. It's so frustrating. You'll stand there in front of my face, lie to me, and I'll be just like, "Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's keep the lie going." You know, and every day, just every day I get up, and I'm just like, "Yeah, another day of this shit." Thank God for weed. Tell you, every day get up, and you gotta. It's like you gotta fight everything because it's just like people say all these things on TV and the news, and it's just like, if I saw you in person, are you as genuine as you are on the screen? Because this is what I'm talking about. All these people on the screen who act like they're the angels, the good moral ethic people. But if you saw them in the public, would they be as genuine? Would they be as have the heart? And you've seen me get pissed off on these videos because these are the people. I see through it. I see through all these people on TV because these are the type of people who used to give me shit or wouldn't allow me to do things or, have every excuse as to why they couldn't associate with someone like me or why they want to shut me down. Like, I watch all this shit. All these people who were like for the Palestine cause or the Israeli cause or whatever cause it is. These people used to shove me in the corner, leave me outcast. I see through it. You all have your groups and your chants, and I was the person you outcasted, the one you pushed down, the one you stepped on. And you all act like you're the good people. I see through it. I'm not blind. I'm not deaf. I'm not dumb. I see it. And they can all act their part. You can all act your part. You can all act it. Keep acting your part. It's good for you. But I see it. And I'm not afraid of it anymore because I know it. And Jesus is the one who's the only one who can save me. Because it's like torture watching people lie constantly every day. Like they're the good Samaritan, and it's just like, man, these people need buckets for all the bullshit they're dribbling. I'm telling you, every single news broadcaster, everything, they constantly lie about how great and good people they are. Like it's just like, and like they're the authority on what is right and what is wrong. When you can see them blatantly lie because they're the same people who are all a part of the nonsense that I'm talking about with, the relationships being actually a good person, because a lot of them aren't. Like you look at this, they got this thing on now, and it's got Oprah talking to this princess thing, and they're talking about they're all racist and that. And I'm just like, oh, give that girl, man. If that's not news, it's not news. It's not news. She's a jealous bitch. That's all it is. She's a jealous bitch. She met the higher ups, and they're all selfish, greedy pieces of garbage. She met him, and she's just as ungrateful and selfish. So she's having a bitch at, you know, she belongs with him. She's a bitch too. Anyway, God bless. I've had a rant.